You know how when you make something based off a book, if you ever want to continue off of it, that maybe you should make another book and not try to make something on the fly? Well, that's basically exactly what is wrong with 13 Reasons Why, but there are many problems with it. And let me tell you, how did a show that started out as great just suddenly drop so far off that it just has itself digging a deeper hole with every new episode? Well, let me tell you this. This is 13 Reasons Why. The show 13 Reasons Why sucks. I think you can get that little fun nod I got there, giving 13 Reasons Why the show sucks. Now, I will say this. Season 1 was a great season. It had a lot of graphic depictions and whatnot, but it was a good one. And of course, it's going to have questions at the end, and you want closure. And season 2 tried to do that, but it just ended up raising more questions. And now we're at season 3, and like, why haven't they canceled this yet? And then there's going to be season 4, which is the final season, which I was hoping season 3 would be the final season. I just don't understand. So let's get into it. Number 13, Netflix. Netflix has this problem where they're thinking too much about the money and not about the quality anymore. They're thinking, "Oh, this did so good. Let's renew it for a season with just they jumped straight into it." I'm This is Jay Asher's rookie mistake. He thinks, "Oh, this is well received and they're offering another season where I got to write it." He just jumped in willy-nilly. I've met Jay Asher. He's a cool guy, but this was a rookie mistake. And I say it's a rookie mistake because this is really the first adaptation that's ever been made of something he's written. Like I said, I've met him before. Cool dude, but he made a rookie mistake. Okay, number 12. Bryce Walker's death basically means nothing. To me, it doesn't make enough sense to have, spoiler, Alex Standall kill Bryce Walker. I mean, he's trying to help him, and suddenly he just starts to lose his shit. To me, that really makes no sense. It probably would have made more sense if they had one of Bryce's victims be the killer. Heck, it would kind of make sense to see, like, if Bryce's mother killed Bryce. That would be something that is a good plot twist. Alex killing him, that it makes no sense. Plus, Alex, after season 2, whenever he shot himself, it didn't make quite sense as he still has a lot of problems recovering. It doesn't make sense. Plus, a lot of times you shoot yourself in the head, there are going to be lasting effects that you will never heal from. I mean, there is that one guy, I can't remember his name, but back in the 19th century, a railroad spike got shoved through his head. He was never the same. But yeah, if it had been Bryce's mother, or let's say Chloe that had killed him, that would have been a true shocker, and it would have made sense. It would have kind of been a meaningful ending for that character when it comes to storytelling. Number 11, too much drama is a bore. Now, you'll have this with many shows where too much drama is a problem, that they're no longer on the plot, they're just about trying to cause stuff that just tries to get stuff going. And really, when you have too much drama, it will hinder things. I mean, just look at Grey's Anatomy. There were times in Grey's Anatomy when its episodes had way too much drama and it became downright unwatchable. But then there were times that finally got focused back into the realm of balancing drama with surgery. Because after all, it is a show about surgeons. But it's one of those cases where it's kind of like Days of Our Lives, where it's just too much drama. It's just stupid and boring. But that's just me. I'm a typical guy. I don't like all the drama. I like something that has a good plot. And a lot of times, drama hinders the plot. That's a well known thing. Number 10. I know that at season 2, they were trying to close up her story, but reason number 10 is Hannah doesn't matter anymore. Now, I get season 2, they close up the story, they're done with Hannah. But this show was originally made to focus on Hannah's suicide, why she did it, exposing stuff. It was about why she did this. The focus was on her and Clay Jensen. And season 2 comes in, And it's trying to close up her story, but it just raises so many questions. I'm going to get into that. That's one of the other reasons. And with her not mattering anymore, it really does cause problems I'm about to get into. Like, number 9, it's no longer an expose on high school. Now, her committing suicide and the reasons, it was supposed to dive into bullying and all the side effects of it. Um, Mental health awareness. But now it's no longer about that. It's just about a bunch of horny teenagers that are violent, depressed, and over dramatic. It's really starting to go off its rails. Number 8, Clay is over focused. Clay was someone who made sense in season 1, as he doesn't know why everything is like this. He's just trying to figure out why this happened, or why he's on a tape, or why these tapes got to him when he barely knew Hannah. And then season 2, he's just all of a sudden the big hero who has to solve everything. And that continues into season 3, but season 3, it feels like he gets cucked out. I'm going to explain that in reason number 2. But anyways, I feel he's just way too focused, that it doesn't equally focus on him. There's 13 people, and really, they need to come together, not just rely on Clay for everything. It just makes no sense at all. Number 7, Tyler is not focused on enough. Now, in a show that's supposed to be going on about mental health awareness and our current social and educational climate, Tyler was a perfect candidate to continue a plot off of. Because first 2 seasons, it relies on Hannah. But then to season 2, Tyler almost committed a mass tragedy because he was pushed to that from so much bullying and the fallout from the release of the tapes that Hannah had made. And it really did go on that this is what's happening. A lot of this happens, like a lot of mass shootings happen, because of a lack of mental health. Like, people are not there enough. And Tyler would have been great for it. But the problem with all of this is I think Netflix got a little too woke for it. Like, Netflix is like, no, this doesn't go off of our views of guns. This is relying more on mental health and not the gun problem. There is no gun problem, really. But I think you get the point. And that's something. Tyler would have been great. It would have been, because Tyler was basically trying to commit suicide by cop out. Well, not cop out, but having the cops kill him. And it would have been great to continue off of that little plot line to show, like, what if they had a similar problem to Hannah, but this time the victim survives? Tyler would have been the perfect plot line to go off of. But they just go away from it. They don't want to talk about it enough. Of course, they are going to continue off of it and whatnot, but they're not really focusing on getting Tyler back on his feet that much. Number 6, 13 Reasons Why is basically a Riverdale ripoff. It's discount Riverdale. You got the darkness, you got the high school atmosphere. It's like, who killed who? Or what's going on? Except the difference between Riverdale and 13 Reasons Why is Riverdale actually has a semi-good plot. Like season 1, I did not see it coming where the person who killed Jason was his father. And in the second one, the person who's killing all those people in season 2 is actually Betty's father. That's actually some really interesting stuff. That's called good plot twist. That's called good mystery. 13 Reasons Why is so generic and predictable, basically. It's gone off the rails. I've been saying this for a while, for the past 9 minutes. Number 5, the show's lore makes no sense anymore. Like, if you're going off of continuity, it makes no sense. Because here's the thing. Basically, in season 1, there was a tape made of Zach Dempsey. But then it's revealed in season 2 that Zach and Hannah had a bit of a friends with benefits type deal. It really makes no sense, because if that did happen, then there would be no reason for him to get a tape. That's what happens when you don't make a book that can follow continuity, or even continue things off better. That's what happens when you're making stuff up on the fly, that you forget how to make a good quality plot. It makes no sense. And reason number 4, season 3 has deviated. Like, the show slowly went off the rails into deviation, started talking about suicide, and it was going into mass shooting. And now it's just into a vengeance plot that is way too dramatic. Number se- Number three, the wrong seasons. The wrong scenes in these seasons are graphically depicted. Of course, you see two scenes in season one where there's depiction of rape. I feel that just saying that or just like hinting at it would have been better than actually showing it. The actual suicide scene, that could have stayed. I could understand that because it just shows how graphic it can be, and it should disturb people because it shows how bad the suicide epidemic is. Number two, Netflix's wokeness interferes a lot with season three's plot, which is with the new character Annie. I don't understand. It's like season three starts out new character, and she's already in business. A a foreign black girl who's smart and just easily inserts herself into it. That's what you call a classic Mary Sue. It's too woke, and you know how much I don't like Mary Sue's, and I know for a fact Annie Sue it yeah I know for a fact Annie is a Mary Sue because they're trying to hit all the points. Is she foreign? Is she black? Is she a she? And you go with that. Because if you're a new girl or a new student, you wouldn't be able to insert yourself into the drama that easily. You would be shunned. You would have to get to know people before anything can come along. Like look at season one. Clay doesn't know anything, and he's trying to learn, but people are trying to take him away from it and trying to silence him. But he figures stuff out, and it just goes into the climax of season one and what happens. That was something that was understandable. Plus, Annie really has no drawbacks. They're trying to build her up as perfect. That's something you don't do. It's cucking out Clay. If you want to make a good character, any good show or movie, the character has to have their faults. They have to go through stuff that knocks them back. They have to have a reason. Annie has no reason at all. Annie is probably the most problematic character in the entire series by far. And number one, it's drawn out for too long. Like I said, Jay Asher's rookie mistake. It draws on for too long. Season 2 would have been a better ending point. Season 1 would have been ideal, but no, they wanted closure, but then, like I said, holes have been dug that can't be dug out of. Drawn for too long. At this point, I'm just repeating myself. So yeah, this is 13 Reasons Why. The show 13 Reasons Why sucks. Too much political pandering. Too much drama. Nothing makes sense anymore. So many missed opportunities. But yeah, you get it. I have been Dash Island for Divided Spectrum. We'll see you next time.